Hi guys, Casper7001 here, and today I'm going to be providing my reaction and breakdown of last night's UFC Fight Night, Gutierrez versus Song. Overall, I didn't think it was a bad fight card. I mean, it was just a filler one really for next week. We're all waiting for UFC 296, so that was kind of just an intermediate really before that one. But overall, it did deliver, to be fair, in some parts. There's quite a few finishes, some good fights, and overall, I did quite well on picks. Yeah, the first fight of the card, I once again did not see because it wasn't on BT Sport or TNT Sport or whatever, but it was Dos Santos and Alan Carr. And again, I got the first pick wrong on a fight card. I think I did last week as well and this week. So apparently I'm not good at picking the first fight, but it was a women's fight, so what do you expect? But then, the next fight, we had Tatsuro Taira versus Hernandez. And that was a really good performance by Taira, I thought. I picked it right. I mean, these odds were like crazy. He's like 1.18 or something on Bet365. Mental. It was in my ACCA for sure. And yeah, we knew he had a threat of submissions, but he came out and showed he also has the knockout power as well, and that was a very nice finish. And then, moving on up, we had Santos versus Egger, and another women's fight. It was boring. It went to decision. Of course it did. But I did pick Santos. She did win. She didn't look that great. I mean, she did all right for the first 2 rounds. And then, well, towards the end of the second and then the third round, I think she just got really tired or something because she was just getting like dominated, like grappling wise and all that. So overall, I'll take the win, but it's another women's fight. We don't care. Then next up, we had my best pick of the night. I told you guys, Garcia versus Costa. Garcia was gonna win, and he did. Underdog pick. He was 2-1 odds, and he just got the job done. Like, first round, Costa tried to take, like, he literally tried to take him down, like, 17 times or something stupid like that. He just basically held on to him for the entire round, like, hugged him. Nothing really happened. Like, he might have got tired from all that, like, grappling. But then second round, they came out again. And Garcia just hit him with, like, some good shots. And then dropped him. And then I think he finished him off with ground and pound something. And it was a good finish. Oh, yeah, actually, remember now. It was actually a really nasty ground and pound. Remember, he hit him, like, some elbows and that, and he was just there, and the sound it was making, I think the ref just stopped it. It was awful. Then the next fight was Hyung Sung Park and Shannon Ross, and get Shannon Ross out of the UFC, man. I think that's his like 4th KO loss or something like in a row. He is rubbish. I mean, to be fair to him, he was doing half decent, but then I think it was at round 2 or something. Park he just finished him. I think I remember him hitting like a kick to the liver or like to the body, and then you could tell that Ross was hurt, so he just kept going for it. Like, just was landing nice combos, then a punch to the same spot on his body, and he eventually just crippled down and he got finished. So yeah, a nice finish by Park. I think he looks pretty good in this division, and Shannon Ross, he's getting out of the UFC. This is where I kind of had my like winning streak of picks here, because I had Santos, Garcia, Park, and then the next one, Juicy or Juicet. I don't know, it's French, so probably Juicy. That was a very nice performance against Kenan Song. You know, I think he got into like the top like 10 records for most like significant strikes landed or something, because Song just stood there honestly just taking shots. He didn't throw much back, and then whenever Juicy was landing, it actually seemed to be doing a lot. Yeah, Kenan Song's basically just like a punch bag for Juicy. So a nice unanimous decision and another win for me. Then next up we have probably the most boring fight on the card, and there was 2 women's fights on this card, but it was Andre Muniz and Young Park at the Intel. I got this one wrong, but to be honest with you, I think it was a split decision. I think if Young Park, like, basically what happened, Muniz just took him down every round basically, and then just grappled him. So it was boring as hell. But in the first round, he did Young Park got took down for like the entire round. Then in the last minute, he like reversed it and was actually like landing quite some good ground and pound, which arguably probably won him the round on damage. And then second round, the same thing happened, but I think Muniz just grappled him till the end, basically couldn't get back up. So then third round, I was thinking, right, it's 1-1. Come on, Park, you land some damage here and we'll win it. But the same thing just happened again. Muniz, he did no submission threat at all. He just literally got the back in the body lock the entire fight. Like, could never get a rear naked choke from that, because I swear it just doesn't happen anymore. The defense is too good. And then I think, yeah, Park got up, like, reversed it right at the end, but he just didn't. I think he was too tired because he just didn't throw enough to win him the fight. He got one judge's scorecard, but he lost a split decision. It's annoying, but what can you do? Then my final loss, my last pick that I lost of the night was Tim Elliott versus Sue Mudaerji. And to be fair, I underestimated Tim Elliott. He was a hell of a performance there. Yeah, just 1 point in the first round. He got Mudaerji to the floor and then just submitted him. I don't even think Mudaerji was looking that bad, if I remember correctly. He just like couldn't deal with the ground game of Elliott. You know, Tim Elliott just kind of gatekeeping that flyweight division at the minute. He's like kind of like in the middle. He just like stops any upcoming prospects, but then he's not good enough to rise through the rankings himself. But the next fight, this was a great pick by me. Nasrat Haqparast versus Jamie Mullarkey. A beautiful knockout. I wasn't sure, if you watched my predictions video, I wasn't that sure on who to pick for this one. But my main thing was just, I don't think Jamie Mullarkey is not that good. Like, from performances I've seen from him in the past, he's finished. He's not very good. I mean, I don't know how old he is, but to be from Nasrat Haqparast, it was just a great combo, and he put him out. Like, I remember Mullarkey got dropped, and then he stood back up somehow. Like, Haqparast was like, he was just punching him on his way up the entire thing, and then eventually stood back up, and then just fell right back down because he got another, like, he just a barrage of shots came at him. And then we had another good fight on the next pick, which was Khalil Rountree and Anthony Smith, and Khalil Rountree got the knockout. I do enjoy watching Khalil Rountree. He's a very exciting fighter. But yeah, I think I had like Rountree up 2 rounds going into the third, and then I think Anthony Smith wasn't doing too bad. He was landing a few shots now and again, but then Khalil Rountree just hit him with like a nasty shot towards the end of the round, and then you could tell that Anthony Smith was done for, because he was like a really delayed thing. He got hit and then he slowly like fell backwards on the floor. And then fair respect to Khalil Rountree, because he didn't go and like jump in with ground and pound. He just left it. He was just like stood there like this, waiting for the ref to stop it. And fair play, because it was a good stoppage that, because Anthony Smith did not need to take any more damage there. But yeah, a really impressive performance by Rountree. I'm here for the title charge. Let's have it. And lastly, we had the main event: Song Yadong and Chris Gutierrez, and it underwhelming. To be fair, I was expecting a Song knockout, but he still got the job done. I mean, it was a strange one, this fight, to be fair. Like, Gutierrez, he looked good at some points in that fight, but I swear his head was just not in that fight whatsoever. Like, at one point he was arguing with the ref because he got a warning for his fingers were in the gloves grabbing it, and he was trying to argue he wasn't doing that. I was so confused what was happening there. So he was arguing with the ref there. Then he started getting, like, arguing with, like, a heckler in the crowd at one point. And I was like, what are you doing, bro? And then again, he started like arguing with Herb Dean in one of the later rounds. So no idea what Chris Gutierrez was doing in that fight. But yeah, it was a really impressive performance by Song Yadong. You know, it was like, if one of the scorecards was like 50-44, he just dominated. To be fair, he showed he could do everything. He presented his punches. Then he took some takedowns and that as well. They were very nice takedowns and everything. So yeah, he can do it all. There's so many like prospects and title contenders and everything in bantamweight at the minute now. There is so many good fighters in that division. Like from I think it's Song Yadong like 6th or something in the rankings. He's somewhere 6th, 7th, 8th. Everyone from there above is just incredible. So I'm looking forward to see what fight they give him next, because I think he can do well. And with that, I end the card with 8 wins and 3 losses, which is respectful. I think that's quite good, to be fair. If you put like money on each individual bet, you would be up. You'll be up with money. So I don't know if you guys put an ACCA on or not. I did. I lost my ACCA because I put the only fight that I lost was Young Park, and I just split decision. So slightly annoying, but you got to deal with it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you go down below, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm on my way to 1,000 subscribers. Every sub is much appreciated. I'll make sure to make another predictions video for this week's UFC, because I cannot wait. Colby versus Leon. Moreno versus Pantoja. No, it's not Pantoja versus Royale. It's going to be a great card. I can't wait. So I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.